Unplanned maintenance at Randwater's Sandton reservoir will lead to widespread water disruptions as well as low pressure in some areas. This is expected to last for at least the next 2 days. That's Thursday and Friday. Randwater spokesperson Makenosi Maroo joins us now to get an update on what exactly is going on. Makenosi, am I right to say it's all to do with the repair work that's needed to be done on a valve? What's gone on there?
Good evening, Tembekile, and good evening to your viewers. Yes, you are correct. It's an emergency maintenance project that we are undertaking. We are replacing an isolating valve on the centimeter. So we are starting tomorrow at 1700 hours. It will take 20 hours to complete the whole project, and then we'll finish on Friday, the 12th of Jan, at around about 1 o'clock.
20 hours sounds like quite a significant undertaking.
It is, but we do have a project management team that goes through every step, how long it's going to take. We also factor time in terms of if there are any delays. So we are confident that we will finish within 20 hours.
And will there be water outages, disruptions, low water pressure? Will it be all of it or just one of those?
We are really trying to minimize the supply interruptions. How are we doing that? We are filling up the reservoirs that are supplying the centimeter. So that means by the time, let's say around Friday morning, when people wake up to prepare to go to work, the reservoir will still have water, but then by 1 o'clock will be finished. But so we are hoping if really we are pushed, it would be low pressure, but it would not be completely blackout or completely no water.
And you know what low pressure means? How low is low pressure in this case?
Look, like I'm saying, we are coming up with a plan to minimize interruptions. It might not even happen. It's a question of just sensitizing people to say, this is what's happening. We are communicating. We're being upfront about it. And we're saying some areas will be impacted in the north. We're talking about Bryanston, Ilovo, Morningside, Marlborough, Linborough, so such areas will be impacted. So we just say, this is what's happening. If it happens, please just be aware that this is what's happening.
And in terms of the predictability of this work being completed on time, is it a certainty or is this the sort of thing that may come with a complication, a delay perhaps?
No, it's a certainty. I mean, we are very certain. I mean, if we're saying we're changing a valve, we've done this before in the past. So we are changing a valve to a specific meter. So yes, it might take long, but we have done it in the past. We've got a qualified team of engineers and project managers. So we are confident that we will finish on time.
Right. I may have missed it earlier, Makenosi. Pardon me if I did, but I want us to all better understand this isolation valve and what it does and why it's so important that it be repaired, as you said, at an emergency level, because that's what you said this is.
Yes, that valve, because it is broken, it needs to, or it is faulty, let me put it like it is faulty. As result of that, we are not able to supply water efficiently. I mean, you remember Morningside, they had issues, I think about 2-3 weeks ago. So we are trying to replace the valve with a new one, then we'll be able to supply water efficiently.
And overall, how much of these problems are you dealing with currently? Because I know you've routinely, especially in the last, year to maybe 18 months, had to make similar announcements. Yes, some people weren't sure about what it meant, whether it was a water crisis or not, etc. How long is the list of work that you have to do in this regard, especially for the upcoming few months and perhaps the rest of the year?
Yes, we do have a schedule in terms of planned maintenance. So we are going to be communicating. And the good thing is we give our municipal customers 21 days in advance for them to make the necessary preparations in terms of communicating with their customers and ensuring that there is alternative water supply. So there is a schedule as rainwater. We need to look after infrastructure to ensure that it works to maximum capacity. So that one, it's a given. We are going to be having planned maintenance during the year.
And just remind us of where people can go if they're looking to see when their area will likely come up for planned maintenance, and even those who may be affected from tomorrow who want to look at a proper list of the possible areas to be affected.
People can go to our website, actually 2 websites. They can go to Joburg Water, they can go to Ren Water's website. They can also go to our social media platforms. That's where we communicate, we place our media statements, we provide updates. So if you go to Ren Water's social media platforms, for example, Facebook, Instagram, we are also on a LinkedIn. So those are the platforms that we are active as an organization.
And this work will begin tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m., am I right?
Yes,
until lunchtime on Friday.
Until 1, yes, that's correct.
All right, Makenosi Maroo, good to speak to you, spokesperson for Rand Water. Thank you.